Welcome back, friends. Thank you for joining me again on this journey through the Bible. Today, we delve into a tale that resonates with many of us, a story that speaks to the complexities of family dynamics and the power of reconciliation. Today, we're diving into a powerful story about family, fear, and forgiveness. This is the story of Jacob and Esau, two brothers whose relationship was marred by deceit and rivalry. It's about Jacob, a man about to face his past in the form of his twin brother Esau. Jacob had lived many years with the guilt of his actions, knowing that he had wronged his brother in a profound way. You see, Jacob tricked Esau a long time ago. He deceived his father, Isaac, and stole Esau's birthright to become Esau's right, his special blessing. This act of treachery left Esau devastated and filled with rage. Esau was angry, furious. The betrayal cut deep, and Esau's anger burned with the intensity of 1,000 suns. He even wanted to kill Jacob. So Jacob ran away, fearing for his life. Jacob fled to a distant land, leaving behind the life he knew. He started anew, but the shadow of his past actions loomed over him, a constant reminder of the brother he had wronged. Now, years later, something amazing happens. In a moment of divine intervention, God tells Jacob to go back home. This command is both a blessing and a challenge, as it means facing the brother he betrayed. Jacob is happy to go home, but there's a problem. Esau is there. The thought of confronting Esau fills Jacob with dread, but he knows he must obey God's command. As Jacob prepares for this fateful reunion, he is filled with a mix of hope and fear. Will Esau forgive him? Can they mend their broken relationship? Join us as we explore this emotional journey of redemption and the transformative power of forgiveness. Can you imagine Jacob's fear? The anxiety that gripped him was almost palpable. He could feel his heart pounding in his chest, each beat a reminder of the uncertainty that lay ahead. He hadn't seen Esau in years. The last memory he had of his brother was filled with anger and betrayal. Time had passed, but the wounds of the past were still fresh in Jacob's mind. He didn't know if Esau still wanted to hurt him. The uncertainty gnawed at him, making every step towards their meeting feel like a step towards his doom. The memories of his deception weighed heavily on him. He remembered the lies, the trickery, and the pain he had caused. Each memory was a burden he carried, a constant reminder of his past mistakes. Jacob had every reason to be afraid. The fear was not just of physical harm, but of the emotional reckoning that awaited him. He feared the judgment, the anger, and the possibility of never being forgiven. He had wronged his brother deeply. The guilt of his actions was a shadow that followed him, a weight that never lifted. He knew that his betrayal had changed their relationship forever. Esau had every right to still be angry. The betrayal he felt was not something that could easily be forgotten or forgiven. His resentment was justified, and Jacob knew it. The thought of meeting Esau face to face filled Jacob with dread. It was a confrontation Yosef he had avoided for so long, but now it was inevitable. The fear of the unknown, of what Esau might say or do, was overwhelming. What does Jacob do? He decides to send Esau gifts, lots of gifts. He sends flocks of sheep, herds of goats, even camels. Jacob hopes these gifts will soften Esau's heart. He divides the gifts into groups, sending them ahead of him. He wants Esau to know he comes in peace. He hopes Esau will see the gifts and forgive him. Section 4. Wrestling with fear. Even with all the gifts, Jacob is still scared. He cries out to God. He reminds God of his promises. He asks for protection. That night, Jacob wrestles with the mysterious man. They wrestle all night long. This is no ordinary fight. It's a struggle with fear, with guilt, with faith. Section 5, Hope for Reconciliation. In the vast tapestry of human history, stories of reconciliation have always held a special place. They remind us of the timeless nature of forgiveness and the enduring hope that it brings. This story reminds us that we all have things in our past that haunt us. These memories, like ancient ruins, stand as silent witnesses to our mistakes and regrets. They can weigh heavily on our hearts, casting long shadows over our present. We all have people we need to forgive or seek forgiveness from. The marketplace of life is filled with such encounters where we barter our pride for peace and our anger for understanding. Seeking forgiveness is a journey often fraught with fear and uncertainty. But like Jacob, we can turn to God in our fear. In moments of deep anxiety and dread, prayer becomes our refuge. It is at the altar of faith that we find the strength to face our past and the courage to seek reconciliation. The story doesn't tell us if Esau forgives Jacob when they meet. This ambiguity mirrors our own lives, where the outcomes of our efforts to reconcile are often uncertain, yet it is the attempt that holds profound significance. But it offers us hope that even the most strained relationships can find a path to healing, hope that the light of understanding can pierce through the darkest of misunderstandings, hope that even after years of hurt and anger, reconciliation is possible. The act of reaching out, of extending a hand in peace, is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It reminds us that God is always with us, even in our darkest moments. When we walk through the alleys of despair and uncertainty, His presence is a guiding light, offering comfort and direction. Thank you for listening to this story today. Stories like these are not just tales of the past, but lessons for our present and future. They encourage us to reflect on our own lives and the relationships we hold dear. May it inspire you to seek forgiveness and extend grace to others. In doing so, we not only heal our own hearts, but also contribute to a world where understanding and compassion prevail.